Hello everyone. This will be a complete rundown on my experience with my first Armaf fragrances. There are already some reviews on some very well-known YouTube channels and some very popular forums. I will try to do something a little different from what you have already seen, so we can add more info regarding these products to the people that are interested now or in the future. First, there are some things that we need to address when it comes to ordering online with international suppliers. First of all, there's something that you need to do, and it's very important to have a trusted website with positive reviews from the community. After watching some reviews and reading some comments, I decided to order from takeittoday.com. That's a website from India, and I believe they have very good customer service. I ordered on the December 3rd, I remember, and I've checked my AVB, the number on the shipment, and left India on December 5th, and I got it on December 14th with the standard shipment. I believe this is a very nice thing, and I wasn't expecting it to arrive so soon. In order to avoid returns, they shipped 2 boxes. This is the first that I already got, and there's the second one that is on its way. I've already opened it, so I did this. I've put them back on, so you can see how was the packaging. So this is it. Each box had this air bubble wrapping. There were some polystyrene bricks on each and every side. I threw them away. So this is what I can say about the packaging. I'm very happy with what they did. I got no broken bottles, no nothing. I'm gonna show you the first one. I got in my first order 2 Club de Nuit Intense Men from Armaf, and another Armaf Très Nuit pour Homme. I already unpacked these, but I put this back so you can see how it actually was. So let's get on to it. This actually has I didn't open it, so this is how it comes. It's very well packed. Like I've said, I've ordered these with standard shipment. Check this out. There are air bubbles wrappings outside boxes and inside the boxes. Even with the polystyrene and air bubbles, one of the boxes got a bit messed up. Right here and right here. It's nothing major. I really don't care about it. these are things that can happen with international orders and in shipments, but the bottles are absolutely intact. There are no leaking problems whatsoever, no broken bottles, no scratches, none of that. The shipment I chose was the standard one. It costs 2,000 Indian rupees. That would be like around $30. The other shipment method was 4,000 Indian rupees. The standard one delivers you the goods in 3 to 4 weeks. I got lucky. My first box arrived in, I don't know, 9 days. And the expensive shipment for 4,000 Indian rupees guarantees your delivery in, I think, 7 to 10 days, something like that. So I'm very pleased with what they did. They kept in touch with me with the tracking of the shipment, the box, and everything. I can recommend them to anyone that can buy and that wanna buy international. TakeItToday.com is from India. So to wrap things up about the supplier, once again, I'm very happy with TakeItToday.com. Over the years, I had ordered from different countries, from different websites. I can almost say that the experience I've had with TakeItToday.com is by far one of the best. I cannot say it's actually the best because I am still waiting for my second box that has 2 Armaf shades wood and one bottle of Club de Nuit Intense. That is for that is for women. So now let's take a look at the products. This I've packed back in, so you can see how it came in actually. This is the Armaf Nuit. Let's throw this aside. So the products, in my opinion, when it comes to fragrances, the overall experience is based on the box, bottles, and the juice inside them. The boxes, let me show you the boxes. Again, this is how it comes. Okay, these are the bottles. Let me put this back in. And first, let us check the boxes. A little bit back. Okay, so Club de Nuit Intense Men has a steel-like texture. Those vertical scratches that can be found on freshly out of the factory steel, metal, or iron, and a little detail, just like a Swarovski small crystal, that really shows you what's to come inside. That is the bottle. So this is the Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Men. This is the bottle. This is the Sterling logo perfume. There's a thing. This actually has something like a texture that's graved in. You can check the back. See? This is something like it's carved. So this was the Club de Nuit Intense Man box. This is Armaf Nuit pour homme. The front, the back, once again the sterling, Armaf, batch, production date, country where it's produced in. This actually has I don't think it's cardboard. This seems to be like a cloth-like. The rest of the box is just simple. So, just like the box of the Club de Nuit, Intense Man introduces you to the theme of the bottle inside, the exact same thing this box does to you. It introduces this beautiful craftsmanship regarding the handmade leather strap, just like the fashion accessories would have. Okay, so these are the boxes once again. So now let's check out the bottles. So here are the bottles. Okay, so this is actually glass. Is really high quality. Designers should really pay attention to these type of details. The glass is opaque black. You cannot see through it, even if you are trying to look at it against the light. This glass has gives you that impression of high-end material used in modern technology or some expensive artifacts. It is similar to the glass used in the latest, I don't know, Samsung Galaxy S6 line or even Galaxy Note 5 line on the back. It gives you this very solid feel, unbreakable, unscratchable, almost metallic vibe. Here it is. This is the what I was saying earlier about this Swarovski-like theme. Those little details. It's just very well done. So this was the Club de Nuit Intense Man. The Tre Nuit bottle has a different take. I looked at it very closely, and this is actually leather. You see? It has even the stitching on the sides. See? This is not opaque like this one. It is slightly transparent. If you look in against the light, you can actually see the level of the juice inside. Actually, I want to show you something. This right here is kind of it feels heavy because it is heavy. So if we're gonna I'm gonna show you something. We're gonna weight it. So that's like 493 milligrams. That's above a pound. This is actually quite heavy, and I like it that this is heavy. And now, guys, the most important part, in my opinion, is the juice inside. Even if I presented the boxes, the bottles, probably too in depth, what actually matters, in my opinion, is the quality of the fragrance. Of course, the presentation matters, but the box, the bottle, and it adds to the overall experience. I care more about the fragrance itself than the presentation. So we have smell, longevity, projection, and sillage. Both of them are clones. I honestly say that I never smelled Aventus by Creed. This is the clone. And Green Irish Tweed. This is the most interesting part of the review because I cannot compare it to the to what they should be, but I can tell you what they actually are. So, regarding the smell, we must first look at the notes they contain. And we're gonna start off with Club de Nuit Intense Man. So, top notes: apple, bergamot, blackcurrant, pineapple, lemon. Middle notes: rose, birch, jasmine. Base note: musk, ambergris, patchouli, and vanilla. Now, coming to Armaf Nuit, top notes are lemon, verbena, iris. Middle note: lavender, spicy accords, violet. And base notes: ambergris and sandalwood. Since I'm no expert in perfumery, and since everyone has his own level of perception regarding olfactive senses, I can only say what I get from both of them mainly. In a few words regarding the Club de Nuit Intense Man, I get the lemon, the pineapple, that come a bit sharp at the opening. If you smell the fresh pineapple, you can understand the smell being a bit stingy. Also, I get more of a lemon peel vibe at the opening than actually the lemon juice instead. Maybe this is what makes the opening a bit harsh. Also, from the opening I get that smoky, ashy smell that I can relate to somehow to an Asian temple that has those big plates that some spices are smoking into. This one, Nuit, gives me that green forest-like feel that you would get from the leaves and all the flowery grassy hills at the margins of a forest rich in vegetation. Also, I don't feel much progression in this one as well. I feel this to be sort of linear smell also. This has a soft, creamy feel to it. Both of them smell very masculine. I would never see a woman wearing these. I would not recommend them as everyday scents or casual. I would probably recommend them as formal occasion scents. The versatility is not high in my opinion. They both project for about 2 to 3 hours. For, I don't know, in the first hour something like 7, maybe 8 feet. In my opinion, this is a very good thing. I sprayed the Club de Nuit Intense Man while I was at my office on my hand, and there was something like a period of, I don't know, 5 seconds when my colleague that has the desk like 7 feet away from me immediately asked me, what's that smell from? Where does it come from? I also felt like it's not an office scent at all. It's kind of a strong smell. You can probably get away with using Nuit at the office more than you can do with this one. I would recommend them for nighttime or clubbing nights. The longevity is about 7 to 8 hours. That's really huge. Maybe even more, depending on your skin composition and the humidity in the air, or whether you are outside or indoors. In my opinion, both of them pack some serious punches. I like them both. Club de Nuit, man. I like it more after the first hour mark. I don't know, it settles down very nicely. I even get the apple notes and musk notes that I don't get from the beginning. That sharp, smoky like smell also dissipates while time passes and allows some of the other notes to come on top. The smokiness does not disappear entirely, but it loses from its initial intensity, which in my opinion is a good thing. I have tried a lot of designer fragrances, and I honestly don't get the same longevity. And these two, I can say that, are very good buys and very good value for money. The price quality level you obtain is a very good one. The overall experience you get when you pay so little for so much compared to what other fragrance houses are offering, in my opinion, is just incredible. Everyone says that they are bang on duplicates and copies of the original, and that it's very hard thing to tell them apart, taking into consideration that you actually can pay $19 for Club de Nuit Intense Man and $15 for Nuit instead of paying $270 for Aventus and $170 for Green Irish Tweed, the 2.4 ounces, and getting almost the same thing, excepting some minor notes, or needing to hit the atomizer a few more times that you would hit the creeds. It is just a very good deal. There is a thing that you can take into consideration, and we all know this. Coming second or staying in the shadow of the authentic and true original is not always a good thing, because nothing will compare to the original. But for me, and for what I just get from these two babies right here, I can tell you that Armafs are worth being part of your fragrance collection. There is a high demand on Armaf lately, and the popularity increased in the last, I don't know, half year. Prices have already grown because the demand is always increasing. I got these for a very low price. I saw today that there are online websites that sell Club de Nuit for $80 and Nuit for both, each one of them, even for as high as $225. Yes, you heard me. I'm gonna say it again. $225 for each and every one of these. That's something really crazy. It's like the price is expanding more than the inflation or the stock exchange. I don't know. There was a similar situation with another well-received fragrance that is very popular at this moment. It is Rassasi's La Yukawam that had an initial price of, I think it was $45 when it was initially launched, and now You can get it for somewhere around $70–80, but still Layuka Wam by Rasasi, being a champion in his own right, didn't get this huge price raise for retail online sellers. Layuka Wam is already considered better than the original, which is Tom Ford Tuscan leather, by some people. It remains to be seen if these two Armafs, Club de Nuit Intense Man, that's cloning Creed's Aventus, and Tres Nuit, that's cloning Green Irish Tweed, it remains to be seen if they will become more than the fragrances that are cloning. Only time will tell. This brings us to the last thing I want to talk about. It is something that never actually gets talked about in the reviews. Maybe it's not important. And that is the actual resale. Let's say you buy a fragrance and later you decide to sell it. How fast will you sell it? And for what price? Well, in our situation, these two Armafs seem to have very good resale value. The price is actually rising. Stocks that online sellers have sell quickly, and you must wait for the stock to be replenished. The demand is very high, so I think this has the potential to be resold actually higher than the price you bought it for. All this being said, I'm gonna bring this to a close. I will put the link of the websites that I've talked about in the description, the website I bought it from, the websites that sell these at this moment for $80 or even $225. I'm gonna put the link in the description. If you have questions, please feel free to ask, like, favor, subscribe, comment, and I will come back with another review of my second box that's on the way, with 2 Armaf Shades Wood and 1 Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. That is for women. The difference is that the cap and this right here are goldish yellow instead of black like this one has. That's the version for the women. So thank you guys for watching. Happy holidays to everyone, and I'm gonna see you soon. Bye bye.